Hi everyone! We're Group 18 and today we're going to have a discussion about climate change and ocean heat. Before we begin, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Nafila Samyadianti and my role is Coordinator Project.
My name is Nabila Puspasari and my role is scriptwriter.
My name is Raudina Sarvamazaya and my role is quiz creator.
My name Ayu Andini. My role is video editor.
I'm Cynthia Ena and my role is research lead.
I have to start with a question. Have you ever heard that the ocean temperature has only increased by about 1 degree Fahrenheit?
Oh, yes, I have. Honestly, that doesn't sound like a big change.
The article gave a simple example. An oven and boiling water can reach the same temperature, about 100 degrees Celsius, but boiling water burns you much faster because it stores much more heat than the air in the oven.
Wait, what's the difference between temperature and heat?
Exactly, between 2020 and 2021, the ocean absorbed about 14 petajoules of heat.
Oh, yeah. So even though the ocean only warm by a small amount, it actually absorbs an enormous amount of heat.
One fact that really surprised me was the oceans absorb more than 90% of the excess heat caused by global warming.
Right, the ocean act like Earth's biggest heat reservoir.
I also found the comparison in the article really interesting. The amount of heat absorbed by the ocean in just 1 year is equivalent to about 7 atomic bombs exploding every second for an entire year. That really helped me understand how huge a 14 petajoules actually is.
And according to NOAA, the ocean have absorbed hundreds of zetajoules of heat since the 1915. So this is something that's habit of offerings. It's been increasing for decades.
After reading this article, do you think people really understand how serious ocean warming is?
Personally, I don't think so. Many people hear that the ocean has warmed by only 1 degree and assume it's not a big problem.
I used to think the same thing, but now I understand that even a small increase in temperature represents an enormous amount of stored energy.
That extra heat affects water, sea level, marine ecosystem, and even human life. So we shouldn't underestimate small temperature change.
One question I still have is whether current global efforts are enough to slow down ocean warming.
Before we end your discussion, let's review some useful vocabulary we learned from our reading.
The first term is ocean warming, which means the long-term increase in ocean temperature caused by climate change.
Next is marine heat wave. It refers to a period when the ocean experience usually has temperature for several days or even a month.
Another important term is coral bleaching. This happens when corals become stressed by rising sea temperatures and lose the algae that give them their color.
We also learned about greenhouse gases, the air gases such as carbon dioxide, that trap heat in the Earth's atmosphere and contribute to global warming.
The fifth term is surface temperature, which is the temperature of ocean surface. Scientists use it to monitor change in the climate.
Another important phase is climate change, which refers to long-term change in Earth climate including rising temperature and changing weather patterns.
Finally, it's absorbed heat. means to take and store heat energy. The ocean absorbs more than 90% of the excess heat caused by global warming.
These vocabulary words help us better understand the articles and how ocean warming is connected to climate change.
So, after reading all this article, what can we conclude?
I think the biggest reason and is that climate change isn't only about rising temperature.
Exactly. Even a small increase in ocean temperature means that the ocean are storing an enormous amount of heat energy.
And because the oceans absorb more than 19% of the excess heat caused by global warming, they play a huge role in Earth's climate system.
Unfortunately, all the extra heat doesn't just stay in the ocean. It affects water patterns, raise sea levels, damage marine ecosystem, and eventually impact human life.
Understanding ocean helps us understand why climate change is a serious issue. It also reminds us that protecting the environment is not just the responsibility of scientists or government. It's something we should care about. We hope this discussion helped you understand why ocean health is such an important issue. Now, let's see how much you remember. Before we end, here are a few questions for you. For the first one, what is the main cause of ocean warming? Number 2, what happens to corals during coral bleaching? Number 3, why are healthy ocean important for the earth? Number 4, what are greenhouse gases? Number 5, name one effect of raising ocean temperature.